All right. Hey everybody. I just wanted to kind of go over the Mashup hub I have set up here, so that you know like how to use it, when you need to look at the information here, the useful information you can find here. Just I have this here for like a reason. The link is in the description of like every single one of my videos. Just basically all kinds of useful information about the channel is here. I kind of summarize what you can find up above here. And actually, these are all clickable links. By the way, this is what you would see on a PC. I have looked at it on my mobile device, and it looks just fine on there too. But yeah, these are all clickable to kind of navigate them. And I placed them all throughout. I placed them all throughout the document after every major section, so you can quickly like go back to the top again in short order. So basically, this first part right here, this is the part you're probably all familiar with. This is these are the requests I have left to do. Outstanding means that this is just like what remains left. The one at the top is the one I'll do next. The one at the bottom is the one I'll do last. That's the order. You know this information. Next section, of course, is what I have done, although I don't actually have anything done right now because my time is very limited at this moment. So hopefully I'll have some more content here soon. Then, of course, this next section here is the scrap section, but what many of you don't know, in fact, all these people here evidently don't know, is that if I start your scrap request, you could submit another one and you'll get priority. It's kind of like saving your spot in line. If like you spend all this time waiting in line to get to the top of the line, in front of the line here, and I scrap you, it's like, how bad would it be to be put back at the bottom of the line? So basically, this is like a spot holder. It like holds your spot in line. And you can find that out pretty quick. This is really not important. This is kind of little notes to myself. So this is like all the kind of information you need to know about like requests and policies and stuff like that. It's like the very technical, like it's not legal, but it's like very technical information you need to know. All of it's important. I ask that you please at least like read it once. I know many of you probably already have. It's just what pops up after you submit a request, of course, at the end as well. So I'm sure many of you have already seen this and whatnot. This is kind of Hunter Shadow section right here. I actually completed uploading everything. You can find the link to the playlist right here if you're a fan of him. Just some more Hunter Shadow information right here. This is where I used to have like the countdown to how many more requests I have to upload, but right now this section is actually serving as a these are the content that you aren't going to find on YouTube. Various reasons why. In fact, most of these weren't even ever on YouTube in the first place. So I go into all that information right here. But like these are copyright problems. Like these have like quality issues, like they're dual mixes, or as evidence that they are among Hunter Shadow's like first mashups. So some of these aren't so good. Some of them are just dual mixes, and some of these ones right here kind of don't have any context to them, or they're a little ambiguous to me. Like they have like names like Fading Memory, Ura, like that has no context. Like I don't know what to do with that. And then there's some of these things that are like remixes that I just am unfamiliar with the series, and I don't know what they're going to be a remix of, so they're just kind of like ambiguous. I don't know where they're supposed to go, kind of thing. This is my top 10. I probably should call it like top 10 / like 20 / like 20 / 25 / like 50, since like the numbers are going to vary. Like for example, for the Mr. Boss 7 top video up section I'm going to put together, so she has like 4,090 or so. I'm going to do like probably like 40 or even 50 on the top video. But for someone like Hunter Shadow, he only has like 150 some, but like the quality on each of them is astounding, so I'm probably going to go with about 25. I have narrowed it down to 25 on that one. And then this is just a reminder that I will eventually do a top 10 list of the mashup you guys requested. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I might do more, maybe like 15, maybe 10, I don't know. Then of course this is the Undertroid Undertale AU, which is very much a work in progress. I just kind of have some information right here. But basically I haven't like forgotten about Undertroid. The problem is like creating custom sprites takes a lot of time, and so it's kind of like lower down in my priority right now. But I haven't forgotten about that, and since I finished uploading all the Hunter Shadow series, I will have like more time since it takes time to prepare the videos and stuff like that. So I can maybe start devoting some more of that to Undertroid. This is kind of like helpful links section. Like you can find you can subscribe here, find my mashups here. Undertroid Google Drive. Like this is the Google Drive link for you can find all my stuff on it. All my mashups are on here, and then the Undertroid is here. And this is my other channel right here, DJ and Art. You can send a tip to me if you appreciate what I do for you. Don't have to, of course, just only if you want to. You can find me on Steam, SoundCloud. This is where I get all my source material for the most part. This website here. The Haunter Shadow playlist. You can download the Haunter Shadow stuff here, and then here's my Discord information if you want that too. And then this section right here is rather new. This is a top 10 section, or not top 10. I mean, frequently asked questions section. So I went through all of the questions you guys have asked, for the beginning of when you guys started asking questions. Almost all of them are on here. So basically, if you have a question, please check here first before you send me a comment or a message, so I don't have to spend time responding to a question I've already responded to. You can see there's multiple pages of questions and responses here. So if you've got a question, please check here before you post a question on a comment section or something like that. This next section is kind of like the mashup skills that I've gathered over time. You can certainly use these in your own quest to learn how to do mashups, and in fact I talk about it in one of these frequently asked questions, but one of the projects I want to do is a basic how to do a mashup video, which will just kind of go by these first these first about 4 or 5 points right here is kind of where that beginner video is going to go over. Just make sure you could sync up the videos. I've had a couple of subscribers want to know how to do that. And then, of course, at the end is the most complex thing, which is the mega mix. And then here's all the information that I've done through researching mega mixes. You can read all about all that here. This is this little section right here is just a little bit of information I put together for myself. But I figured that if you guys are producing videos yourself, this information might be helpful for you. This is all the resolutions for 16:9 video, which is the standard aspect ratio for the YouTube video player. So depending on the size of the video you have, you can use all of these values to kind of determine how big to make your video. That could be helpful. All these red values are basically something that my computer can't render this. Even with a GTX 1060 graphics card, I can't render 8K. It's just too much for my processor and my graphics card to handle. And then finally, this last section is just kind of a list of people that I've done at least one request. Basically, if you're on this list, I've done a first-time request for you. So that's how I can kind of judge, okay, I got a new person, I don't got a new person. And of course, if you're not new, I probably know your name. I know most of you guys' names who are listed here. Well, anyway, this is the mashup hub here. Please refer to it often if you have questions. When is your mashup could be uploaded? Check this. Where am I in line? Check this. If you want to know one of my policies about something, check this section. Want to learn more about Haunter Shadow? Check this. Other projects, check this. Some links, your frequently asked questions. Please check here if you have questions. Seriously. A lot of these do have, actually, I should point out that they have clickable links. So, if I want to, what program do you use to make mashups? I use Audacity. So this link will take you to the Audacity website, that kind of thing. Or say, for example, I have my equation for how to sync two songs together. I have a clickable link right here, which will take you to a Google Drive where you could download this picture that I prepared, kind of just giving you the equation I've developed. These, like I said, these are all clickable. You could take you immediately up to the top of the list, or you can immediately go down to the bottom of the list. Just wanted to familiarize you with this thing that I've put together here, so that you can help better interact with my channel. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you can use this to your advantage and use this as you make requests and interact with me.